introduce yourself and tell me about the history of Palladium.
Okay. Well, let's see. My name is Julius Rosenstein. I introduced Kevin to role playing. I was.
What year was that?
1978. Kevin and I knew each other. We worked together at an art supply store, and I got involved in role playing in '78. Got so enthused, I let him and some other people know about it. He tried it. First couple times he played, he did not enjoy it. He was ready to quit, but I told him, well, give it one more shot. I'll run something, and he loved it. And so he started playing from then on, but he always said he never planned on being a GM. But he was working as an artist at that time, so he said doing art was like meditation. He could think about things even as he's doing it. So he started thinking, what would be the ideal dungeon he would like to be in? And so he started designing it with the idea that he'd turn it over to me to run so he could play in it. Then the more he worked on it, the more he decided, no, he's the only person that's going to run it. So he knew I was running a regular game at Wayne State. So he called and asked if he could actually run something. I said, sure, come on down. And so he ran. I was one of the first players. And, we liked it. He liked, in fact, he was so new to the system that I and the other players had to show him, oh no, this is how you run combat and so on. And he enjoyed it, and we got more people involved. But the thing is, the game system he didn't really like it that well, that he started making changes. So he finally reached the point where he thought, I'd be better off just scrapping this system and doing my own. And so he started designing his own system. And myself and the game that we were playing, the campaign was, who later became known as the Filer's campaign. And several of us encouraged him, you ought to try to get this published. So, in fact, a couple of guys even gave him monetary support just to get Kevin started. So he published he shopped around with different game companies, but nobody was willing to really give him a good deal. So he decided, okay, he'll publish it himself. So with the support of several of us, he published the Mechanoid Invasion. And then the second book, the Journey, and then the Homeworld, and those three books gave him the money to publish the original Palladium fantasy game. And so he published that, and that's how Palladium got started. So at that time, it was Kevin, his wife at that time, Mary Ann. Alex Marcinison was an early employee. And Tom
I just interviewed him.
Huh?
I just interviewed Alex.
Okay. And then Tom Barton, who I think Tom, last I heard, he was in Germany. Anyway, they were the core of Palladium. And I was working somewhere else at the art supply store. But after I got laid off, I called Kevin just to see if I could use him as a reference. And he said, well, we just lost our shipping and receiving guy. If you're interested in the job, I said, yeah. So I came, that was on Monday. I started on Tuesday. That was February 5th, 1991, and I've been here ever since.
That's awesome, man. And that's when you started helping with the publishing and getting in all the books.
Oh yeah, in February of '91.
Excellent.
Like I was even before I started working at Palladium, I was a play tester for the Mechanoids. One of the play testers for the Mechanoids. I was one of the play testers for Heroes Unlimited. One play tester for Robotech.
Excellent.
Okay, now beyond the supernatural, I was already employed by Palladium when I was play tester for that. And I'm not going to say, I can't really say Ninjas and Super Spies was my idea, but it was myself and a few other people. We just hashed it out with Kevin, I think he pretty much came up with that on his own, but I once did something similar to that before I started working here. So I've been a play assistant for a number of big game systems. And, well, that's basically it. I mean, I've been working here for the last 31 years. And then this past year, we finally decided it's about time I retired. So Crystal was hired, and now I'm working part-time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I'm supposed to retire officially the end of April of last year, and then the end of May of last year, and then the end of August, and then the end of last
Just
year.
can't get enough, huh?
And I'm thinking 10 years from now, I'm probably going to be...
Excellent. Anything else you want to add before we wrap up?
No, just that I lucked out. I mean, in all this time that I've been here, the only couple times I got to the point where I was ready to look for some other job. But luckily, the few times things got that bad, it passed. One time it was because somebody got hired who should not have been here. But well, I don't want to go into names, but
Yeah,
anyway,
no need.
essentially, a lot of times they screwed up, but they weren't caught because I basically corrected it. But then we had this one year where things were bad, so a couple of had to take temporary layoffs. So with me gone for a couple months, I wasn't there to correct his errors. And the errors, this time he was caught, and Kevin finally had enough and said, "That's it." I was out for 2 months. I was supposed to be out for the third month when Kevin called me and said, "Can you come back to work a month earlier?" So, sure, okay. And that's been that.
Excellent. Wow. Yeah, I think I heard about that drama.
Oh, okay.
But hey, thanks a lot. Anything else you want to add?
No, that's basically it.
Honor. It's been an honor to talk to you. Finally, I got to meet you. You're on the books. So cool.
Alrighty.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Okay, bye now.